The Art of Inner Freedom. Live Calmly, Truthfully, and Unprovoked by Felicity Tuhey. Chapter 1. The Quiet Introspection. There's a moment that comes quietly. After the noise of ambition fades, after the applause stops, after the chase for approval wears you out. And in that silence, something inside you whispers, you've been living for everyone else's story but your own. It's a quiet kind of exhaustion that creeps in when your whole life becomes a performance. You start every day chasing something: approval, progress, belonging. And yet, you never quite arrive. You scroll endlessly. You compare constantly. And at night, when the noise finally stops, there's an uncomfortable silence. Who am I when no one's watching? That's where this journey begins. Not in trying to become more, but in learning that real freedom isn't about escaping the world. It's about no longer being controlled by it and its expectations. Chapter 2. The Illusion of More. We live in an age that worships more. More success, more validation, more noise. We're raised to stand out, be the top student, the most admired, the one who wins. But that idea quietly poisons us. When you're taught your worth depends on comparison, peace becomes impossible. You're always chasing, always measuring, always afraid of falling behind. What we really crave isn't more. It's peace. Here's the truth that feels both terrifying and liberating. You don't have to be special to be happy. You just have to be sincere. A man once built a company that made him a millionaire before 30, but he couldn't enjoy a single day off. He realized he hadn't built wealth. He'd built dependence on chaos. Years later, living simply, he said, "It wasn't success that gave me freedom. It was now knowing I didn't need success to be okay, even with a lot less." Chapter 3. Being Ordinary, a Choice We Make. Take a moment to appreciate that you are a miracle, born from that moment when one out of millions of sperm met an egg. Your existence in itself is truly special and remarkable. You don't have to be extraordinary to have a meaningful life. You just have to be present and make a difference, no matter how small, to the lives of those around you. A small cafe I know doesn't try to go viral. It just makes honest bread and remembers customers' names. When I asked the owner if she'd expand, she smiled. "No, I'd rather serve 100 people I know than 10,000 I never meet." That's fulfillment, connection, not clout. Another man I met years ago worked at a small-town library. Every morning he opened the doors, turned on the lights, and shelved books no one had touched in months. When I asked him if he ever got bored, he smiled and said, "I get to spend my life surrounded by stories. What could be boring about that?" He didn't need a title or a following. He was already living his purpose, quietly, consistently, peacefully. That's the paradox. When you stop trying to be extraordinary, your life starts to feel meaningful. Chapter 4. The Discipline of Calm and Non-Reaction. We react too easily to opinions, insults, the endless noise of the world. But peace comes when you realize not every battle deserves your energy. The true secret of strength is you don't have to react to everything that happens. Non-reaction isn't weakness, it's control. It's the ability to choose when to speak and when to stay silent. A bus driver was insulted daily by an aggressive passenger. He never replied. One day, someone asked why. He said, "If someone throws me a burning coal, I don't have to catch it." The same is true for anger, jealousy, and hate. They only live in you if you choose to hold them. Silence disarms chaos. That's not weakness, that's power. Keeping calm and unflinching under life's stressors is not second nature to us. It's trained. Every time you choose not to react, you build strength. Self-control isn't suppression. It's ownership. A peaceful person is not emotionless. They are emotionally disciplined. When you stay steady in a storm, you win battles others can't even see. Chapter 5. The Power of Stillness. We keep ourselves busy because silence feels like emptiness, like failure. If you stop, the thoughts come. And if you really stop, the truth comes. But stillness isn't emptiness, it's space. Space for awareness, reflection, and renewal. You don't need to meditate on a mountain to find it. Stillness can happen anywhere. On a train, at your desk, while washing dishes. The point isn't to escape the world, but to pause within it. Take a breath right now. Notice the air filling your lungs. Notice your shoulders lowering. Feel the quiet rhythm of your breath. That's what stillness feels like. That small moment is where sanity begins. Chapter 6. Living in the present and enjoying the beauty of small moments. The present is all you own. We replay the past and pre-live the future. We talk about the past as if we can edit it, and we worry about the future as if worry can predict it. But life only happens here. In truth, the present is the only moment that ever really belongs to us, and distraction is often what keeps us from feeling. Every regret is a wish to rewrite what's already done. Every anxiety is a wish to control what hasn't happened. And while your mind runs forward and backward, your life quietly passes by. There's an old saying, when you wash the dishes, meaning, do one thing, fully. When you're with someone, be with them. The present doesn't need to be extraordinary to be enough. It just needs to be noticed. Taste your food. Feel the air. Listen without waiting to speak. Actually rest when it is time to rest. That's what being alive actually means. It's simple, but simplicity takes courage, because it means giving up distraction. Learn to appreciate the beauty of small moments. We spend our lives chasing milestones, promotions, milestones, recognition. But joy hides in ordinary places. The warmth of sunlight through a window, the smell of rain, the moment your pet looks up at you with trust, the sound of someone laughing, really laughing. These are the scenes that make up a life. Not the awards or titles, but the quiet moments that never get posted online. Happiness isn't a destination. It's 1,000 unnoticed moments of gratitude. Chapter 7. Caring without clinging. Detachment isn't indifference. It's caring deeply without ownership, accepting that you can't always control the outcome. You can love a person, but you can't force them to love you back. You can work hard, but you can't control every result. You can give your best, but you can't guarantee success. Like a farmer planting seeds knowing storms may come, he learns to care for what he can and let go of what he can't. You give your best effort but release the outcome. You can love and still let go. Try and still fail, and still be whole. That's what peace looks like. Effort without obsession. Love without possession. Action without anxiety. Chapter 8. What you control versus what you don't. It's tempting to blame circumstances, parents, bosses, or the world for why we feel trapped. But responsibility, not blame, is what sets you free. You can't rewrite your past, but you can reinterpret it. You can't control other people's actions, opinions, or the outcome, but you can control your choices. Peace starts the moment you stop managing what isn't yours to manage, but focusing on what you can. Taking ownership isn't punishment, it's power. It's the moment you stop waiting for life to change and start becoming the change yourself. Think of a time you've overcome something painful. You probably didn't feel brave then. But looking back, you realize you grew through it, not around it. That's what self-responsibility gives you. Not guilt, but growth. When you stop fighting the tide, you start to float. Chapter 9. The weight of comparison. Every scroll whispers, you're behind. But behind what? You're not late. You're living your own story. Comparison is the thief of joy. It steals silently. And so you scroll, compare, and sink deeper into dissatisfaction. But here's a thought. What if success is not a race, but a rhythm? Some flowers bloom in spring, others in autumn. If you try to force your timing, you ruin your season. The people you envy have their own unseen struggles. Everyone's highlight reel hides a backstage you don't see. Remember that your path is your own, and your pace doesn't have to match anyone else's. When you stop comparing and focus on your own lane, life starts to feel lighter. When you stop rushing and looking over your shoulders, you start living. Chapter 10. The Peace of Being Misunderstood. As you grow, some people will misunderstand you. They'll call your calmness indifference, your boundaries, arrogance, your simplicity, laziness. Let them. If your peace depends on being understood by everyone, you'll never be free. You can't make everyone like you, but you can live in a way that lets you like yourself. True maturity is when you no longer rush to explain. You trust time to reveal what words can't. Chapter 11. The Compass of Meaning. Growth always feels like discomfort first. A seed breaks before it blooms. Your struggle is not punishment, it's transformation in progress. And meaning turns struggle into purpose. When life feels confusing, ask yourself, what's the most meaningful thing I can do right now? Meaning is the antidote to chaos. Purpose doesn't need to be grand, just sincere. You can't always be happy, but you can always be purposeful. A nurse on a night shift may be exhausted, but not empty. A parent raising a child may be stretched thin, but full of love. Meaning gives suffering shape. It turns endurance into dignity. Don't chase happiness. Chase purpose. Happiness will follow quietly behind. Chapter 12. The Practice of Gentle Courage. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet decision to show up again. To forgive when it's easier to resent. To try when you've failed before. To be kind when no one's watching. Every act of integrity is a small rebellion against the noise. It says, I will not let the world harden me. And little by little, those choices form character, the kind that doesn't need applause. Chapter 13. The Unprovoked Life. Freedom isn't loud. It's quiet. It's losing and sleeping peacefully. It's being misjudged and not flinching. You can't control the storm, but you can build calm within it. You'll know you're free, when peace no longer depends on anyone's validation or approval. You can't stop people from judging, but you can stop their words from echoing in your mind. You can't stop life from throwing chaos your way, but you can meet it with grace instead of panic. That's the unprovoked life. Not numb, not detached, but peacefully unshaken. Chapter 14. Conclusion. The Quiet Revolution. You won't find inner freedom on a mountaintop or in a book. It begins in the smallest of choices, choosing silence over argument, truth over performance, presence over distraction. You'll still feel anger. You'll still feel fear. You'll still feel pain, but you'll stop being ruled by them. The goal isn't perfection, it's peace. And peace is found when you no longer need the world to behave before you can feel calm. You stop reacting, you start choosing, and finally, you begin to live. Silence disarms chaos. That's not weakness, that's power. The end.